Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm making this really special quick video because I'm super excited right now about SpaceX. I'm excited because right now astronauts Bob and Doug are on the space shuttle, the first manned space shuttle launched in the US since 2011, on their way to the space station, and the launch was done by NASA and SpaceX. In case you guys don't know, SpaceX is a company that was founded by Elon Musk, who had also started PayPal and Tesla. The point of SpaceX is to one day colonize Mars, but also to have commercially viable flights into space. I know, that's pretty crazy. So it's a big deal today because they have had a lot of successful launches leading up to today, which was the first manned space shuttle to go into space. The way they make this viable is actually being able to use the same spacecraft more than once. So today SpaceX had a successful launch. They caught Falcon 9, which is the part of the shuttle that undocks, and then they caught it in the middle of the ocean on a drone-driven barge. And right now the two astronauts, like I said, are headed towards the International Space Station, and they should get there on Sunday morning, which would be Sunday, May 31st. It's all very exciting and I really hope it goes well. So all this excitement got me thinking, how can I invest in SpaceX? How can I get in on this action? If a company is slowly completing its missions and getting closer and closer to its goal, I kind of want to be there when it's successful and, profit from it. Well, Elon Musk has been very clear that he's doing everything he can to keep the company private. So I don't think a public offering will be available anytime soon. However, there is a way you can indirectly get in on this. Now, before we get into how you can invest in SpaceX indirectly, just a reminder to hit the subscribe button below to get more videos like this, and hit the notification bell so that you're the first to watch them when they do come out. And of course, please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm and gets this channel out to more people. Now, some companies do own parts of SpaceX. And SpaceX reaches out to these financial partners whenever they need to raise funding. Back in 2008, Founders Fund, a venture capitalist company, bought $28 million worth of stake in SpaceX. In 2012, DJF, another venture capitalist company, bought $30 million. And then later in 2005, Fidelity and Google bought stake in SpaceX. Now, all of those companies I just listed are privately owned, so you can't invest in them except for Google. So if you want to invest in SpaceX, you can do it indirectly by investing in Alphabet, Google's parent company, which owns stake in SpaceX. Now, investing in Google may actually be a smart play to get in on SpaceX. It kind of protects you a little bit. In 2016, SpaceX was saying that it was profitable and cash flow positive, but then they later found out that it was neither. It was actually burning money. It then came back in 2017, but getting a piece of the action through Google will actually protect you a little bit should SpaceX run into problems. So let's have a look at Google's stats right now. I'll put them up on the screen. Okay, so just a quick look at the numbers here. The stock price is a little challenging at almost $1,500, so there is a high price of entry on this one, but okay, we'll move on to the rest. P to E ratio, you typically want to look for something less than 25 here, 28.63. Okay, that's good. Not necessarily a reason to say no. PEG ratio of 1.69. Here, typically the lower the better. If you do comparisons, you would go for the lower PEG ratio, but I think that's still okay. Gross margin and operating margin, I've only highlighted those because they are decreasing, but they're very good margins anyway. So again, not a reason not to buy this stock. Price to sales ratio, usually a 3 or less is good, 5.63. Okay, that's a little high for me, but I'm okay because the price to book ratio and the debt to equity ratios are good. So Google isn't necessarily a bad stock right now. If you're into internet and technology stocks, how can you beat Google? It's not going anywhere. This is the internet giant. So I'm not going to tell someone that investing in Google is a bad idea. So there you go, guys. If you have $1,500 burning a hole in your pocket, you too could indirectly own some of SpaceX. Anyways, I hope you guys have found this insightful, helpful, educational. If you did, please remember to hit all the buttons below, turn them on, and tell your friends about this channel. In a couple days, I'm going to put out another video about what happens when a company goes bankrupt, and we're going to talk about Hertz because they've filed for bankruptcy. And later on, I'll have another video about how to save your first $1,000 so that you can also get into investing in assets yourself. Until then, have a great week, spread the wealth, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So back in 2008, Founders Fund actually bought. Holy shit, they were neither. They weren't. Now investing in Google may actually be holy